is always where I want you to go.
Okay.
Forward, because I'm always going to be moving forward in the space, and you've got to find me. I'm never going to be in one space. The only time I'm in a space like still is when I have a horse running in circles, and if I'm moving, there's no way that horse can find me because they're not thinking and they're just like ballistics, right? So me moving is like the horse like going, where are you? I can't find you, I can't find you. So I just stay still and go, I'll be right here when you're done.
Yeah.
This is where I'll be,
Yeah.
because they need that. He does not need that. So anywhere is available, forward, front, freedom, fabulous, you know, all that good stuff. The energy that I put out there is sort of like moving 2, 3, 4, move now kind of feeling. Okay, so like my last delivery of a phase would be like me throwing that rope was like, and now. But then I got to a point where I could just go like that and he was moving off the space, right? So I really want you to know that a lot of it, obviously you're a rider, so you understand that the body is the greatest tool we have when we're riding a horse. So there's so much to do in our body. So if you could figure out how to energize space in your own body on the ground, imagine how little you'd have to do on their backs.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if a horse can feel you, like the minute I walked in, he went, I feel you. Man, I've already got brownie points of riding him. So your idea of moving him would just be like, could you leave that spot? And if it doesn't happen, great. I just turn away for a moment, turn right back and go, oh, game on, energizing the space. Just think about like energizing it. That's how much fun you're having. It's just fun, playful, because that's what they do naturally. That's how they play. Okay? So we're gonna take off this. This is what you get to use. No stick. Just fold up our halter again, and then you can just use the rope part if you need to, right? And you could just throw that part at him and hold all of that. Now, unfortunately, if I'm in here, there's a good chance he might gravitate to me. Are you okay if I just step to the outside of the arena? Because even if I stand on the barrel, there's a good chance he'll find me because I don't have a horse. If I had a horse, I could tell him not available because that would be fair, but without a horse, he can find me as part of the herd and go, you are available, you're there, and I'm not. So I'm gonna...
Can I ask you a question about that?
Yeah.
What would you do when if you had another horse in the arena to make this one know that I'm not available?
Good question, because I would be protecting the herd of 2, me and my horse that I have. Sorry about that with the mic. So what I would do is if I had my horse is with me, and he wants to come and join my herd, but he's not allowed, it would be just this way. You are not allowed to come into this space whatsoever. I'm protecting my herd of 2. My horse and me are a herd. You are not part of it. Now, is that unfair? Yeah, in the sense, but is it realistic? Yes, it is. Because then he will go, got it, and my horse would go, my horse benefits from it because they would think that they had to protect themselves, and there's a good chance that my horse might do something, right? But I have to have my horse's back. That's my job as a leader. So I say, I got this. You don't have to worry about this, because how many horses kick at other horses on trail rides?
Right.
Because the human isn't doing anything on the horse's back. I go, I got this, I got us. I'm protecting us, don't worry about it. And you're not allowed in here. And I tell you what, that horse is not allowed in this space whatsoever. All the way around, my horse and me is not available.
Because sometimes
I would be throwing this rope, I would be taking a stick, I would be telling that horse, you are not going after, not moving, not leaving this space.
Okay.
Not leaving this space. I would be throwing the rope, I would be taking the stick, and it would be clear that nowhere was that horse allowed. Now, I might have to tell him a few times. They're going to be like, no way, I want in.
Right, because that's what happens.
I'm going to be like, no way, you're staying out.
Yeah, and we actually had a horse come in.
No.
And like be on top. And like we had to like go in and separate him from the girl. It was bad.
Yeah. It's space.
Right.
Space.
And so when I have 3 horses in the arena, and sometimes, you know, when they all get
as long as
herd,
but that's the thing though too, is I get what you're saying. Like now you've got 3 horses loose because you're doing a session, right, with the horses and they're feeling and the horses are teaching and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But you actually weren't attached to that horse at that moment. That might be a little tricky when you're at liberty, but if you, if you're trying to protect the human with that horse, you either A, need to have those other horses online so that you can, or B, you have to get really strong and firm and be like, there's no way. And I mean, chom, like another horse would do.
Okay.
Have you seen horses bite?
Yeah.
That horse needs to be bitten. Like, out. No. No. I mean, no. No. But it's all about space though. So when you deliver a message like that, it better be about the space, not personal to the horse though. You're not trying to attack. Yeah.
Adore the horses.
Right, but you're not trying to attack that horse. You're trying to say, I'm telling you, this space is not available anywhere else but here.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's for
That's
safety.
what you have to do.